In this video series, we show you how to quickly test and develop an idea into a startup. I'm Donny Allenfoss, head coach at the E.ON Agile Nordic Accelerator. In this third episode, we're going to talk about how you go out and verify your ideas. So you've done your basic research, you've done your interviews, and you've visualized your ideas in different ways. Now you can enter the next phase of the MUM test by Fitzpatrick.
It's super important to verify your idea because launching a product is really expensive. And the stuff that happens after the launch, the sales, the marketing, that's where you lose all your money. If you can figure out before you spend that money whether or not you're building the right thing, you're still able to, improve it, to fix it.
And in this phase, you're actually allowed to talk to people about your idea. So you go out and interview people just like before, but this time you bring your artifacts, you bring your visualizations, and you say, hey, this is what I'm working on. And then when people say that they are excited, if you get a good dialogue going with somebody, you need ways to measure how interested they are.
One example of trying to verify we were building the right product, we were selling an advertising product, and we thought the analytics and the dashboards would be super important. But once we actually got a product in front of our customers and they were able to use it, we realized that 90% of what we built had been totally irrelevant. We built the wrong thing and we'd spent 6 months doing it. And I wish so much, because that's an expensive mistake, that I just asked slightly better verification questions at the beginning.
People might be nice to you. They might say, oh, it looks great, I like it. But you don't know if they would become customers, real customers, and pay for it. So you need to ask for some type of commitment. And there are many different ways to ask for commitments. You can ask for their time, their money, or their reputation.
If you're asking for people's time as a commitment, it can be as simple as a clear next meeting with a well-defined goal. However, you can ask for even more than that. You can ask for their team's time. I was selling to an agency. She said she loved it, the owner of the agency. I said, hey, can I meet with your developers next week to walk through the product to make sure they're going to be able to use it? She's like, ooh, do I want to give up my developers' time? And when she decided that she did, I knew that it was really important and she was a customer I could take seriously.
When it comes to money, it can be harder to ask for early, but it can be done in the form of crowdfunding campaigns, Kickstarters, and so on.
When asking for people's money, this suddenly feels very scary. But actually it's as simple as like, hey, we're going to be building these. If you want one of the first ones, you can put down a small deposit now and I'll make sure you get it as quickly as possible.
Reputation is a different kind of commitment. You can ask people for testimonials that you can put on your webpage. If somebody's willing to put their face and name under a quote saying this is the greatest thing, then they're putting the reputation at stake.
When you're asking for reputation, by far the most common is an introduction to someone that matters to them. You're talking to a business. If they introduce you to their boss or their lawyers or their programmers, you're like, okay, they really take this seriously, they want to buy it.
So this third episode was about how to talk to customers with artifacts to show them something and measure how committed they are to this idea. In the next episode, we're going to talk about other techniques you can use to measure how willing people are to pay for your idea.